Now we go with Chris. Hi, my name is Chris. I'm looking forward to get the job as a 3D environment artist for a game. A lot of environment artists today. That's cool. So, nice. Some of these assets are fine. I'm not gonna delve too much into them. They look quite nice. I'm gonna go into the environment because that's what you mentioned. If you want to be doing environments, one of the things that I'm strongly going to recommend to you, Luras or Christian, is make sure everything looks like it's like properly placed. What do I mean by this? This looks very similar to to a concept I did a long time ago. Actually, it's a very similar composition, like very similar. Anyway, so what I would recommend with this one is we need to make sure when we are integrating things, especially here, it seems like you're using V-Ray, right? So or Maya. So you have the option to push the ground here with displacement map so that it doesn't look like it's just like coming out of the ground for this tree. Same for all of the grass over there. You can see all of the grass is just like randomly placed. Usually grass will follow patches where there's more water or more resources for grass to grow. There's going to be a little bit more. So I would add like patches of grass where there's, again, a little bit more of that. The floor right now, it's what's killing this. The asset, the bar right here, it looks great, but this thing it's killing it. Same for these little guys right there. I'm not sure. Oh, there are models. I thought they were like painted. Like this guy doesn't look lit by the environment. That's why it looks weird. I would just take them out, to be honest. Like I feel like they're not really helping the composition. I understand that on the composition there was this like there's this guys right there, but see how on the concept there's a shadow being cast by that guy. For some reason we don't have that as much here on yours, or it's not super visible. So they just look like painted on top of things. So maybe just take them out. I don't think they're gonna be helping as much. Now, if you want to be an environment artist, was it for games? Yeah, so you need to optimize more. Like you need to show, similar to what we just saw on the past portfolio. And I hate comparing portfolios from one to the other because everyone's on a different journey. Like I'm not sure how long you've been doing this compared to how long Thomas has been doing this, but you need to show this on the game engine. Like look at the amount of lights that we have everywhere. Like all of those like orange things are lights. This is something that you need to know how to set up inside of an engine if you want to be a game artist or an environment artist for games. Same for all of these things right here, like the amount of loops and the amount of optimization. Like I'm not seeing texture maps or breakdowns, so it's difficult to see. This looks more like a cinematic environment than something that I would be seeing on a game environment. Okay, so it's not bad. Again, this looks very nice. It's just that it looks definitely more for a cinematic. Now this seems to be Marmoset. And what I see here is there's a very obvious lack of clarity. Like I don't know where to be looking at. There's too much stuff going on, like way too much stuff going on this particular like scene. Everything is very grungy. We have all of this like textures. So light is going to be your friend in this particular case. Oh no, it's actually Unreal Engine. So you need to use light to your advantage to show me where I should be looking at, because right now, again, there's too much stuff going on, and I'm getting lost in all of this detail. This is again very important to consider. I like this breakdown. This is a nice breakdown here. You spend a lot of time on assets and props and things like that, which is great, but it's the final combination of things that's not working as nicely. I think like it's just again way too noisy. Even like this looks a little bit better. Like just seeing the pure lightning pass, it's allowing me to understand and appreciate things a little bit more. I think it's the texturing on this one. Like we need to be a little bit more mindful of where we place the importance or the focal point in our final like thing. Like because for instance, I'm not sure if this altar right here is supposed to be the centerpiece or if this statue right here is supposed to be the centerpiece. Usually churches have this sort of like cross section, right? Like they look like a cross, and the thing on the top of the cross is the important thing. Here I'm having a little bit of a hard time like understanding what I should be looking at. It also has to do a little bit with scale. Like the scale of the noise and of the textures on some elements do not match. For instance, this door right here, the size of the wood is way too big, and then the size of the metal like filaments or whatever are way too thin. Smoke's also looking, a little bit weird. So I mean, I understand that this is a very ambitious piece because of all of the different elements, and I love the breakdowns that you show right here. It's just I'm not sure this final light scenario is working to the best of our to the best of our purposes here. So if I could give you an advice, is maybe go back to this one and try a different light scenario. Like, you don't need to go back and retexture and change anything. It's just the presentation of it, right? Because again, it looks very, very noisy. Someone is mentioning that everything is yellow, and yeah, they're right. Like, if I bring this here into for instance into Photoshop, and I just desaturate everything, where is my eye going, right? Like, my eye is going up here because that's the highest contrast. It's going a little bit over here because there's like the candles. That's it. Even the fire, it's weird that this fire right here looks pretty much the same value as the wall. That shouldn't be the case. We should see a more specific differentiation in terms of values when doing this. And this is something that that I've mentioned before. Actually, let's do it here. I'm gonna add a new layer. So something that concept artists do quite a bit is they do like a value blockings first. So for instance, here, I'm gonna really, really darken this part right here. Let's darken that part right there, and then I'm gonna light that part right there. I'm gonna set this to something like a multiply or like an overlay, like that. There we go, color dodge. So see that right here? We go from this, which has no focal point, to this, which tells me this is the area that I want you to be looking at. This is the important area of my scene, of my specific like element. So that's what I want you to think when you're presenting this kind of like big environments. What is the focal point, or what should my audience be focusing on? Because right now, again, it's getting lost in between all of this like models that you did, and the models are fine. Again, the construction of the models, the texturing, all of that stuff is fine. It's just that we're losing that. We don't have a specific focal point or storytelling sort of like aspect that we are pushing our audience to see. Okay, hope that helps, my friend.